What's up, beautiful people? Welcome to my channel, or welcome back to my channel. My name is Donlorivibes, and here we talk about the overall human experience and spiritual growth. And today I'm going to give you guys some inspiration and some motivation for starting off the new year the right way, resetting your mind, your goals, learning how to be organized, and just really start to live your dream life. Okay, so we're going to get right into this. Come on. All right, hey guys, so what's up? So I've got me a little white chocolate mocha latte. I'm doing big things. It's 2022 coming up. I'm doing big things, honey. I didn't make this myself. You see it. You see it. I went and I bought it, even though I need to save. Okay, we're gonna sip to that. Anyway, so we all go through this phase where it's like, oh my gosh, it's the new week. It's Monday. I got to get my life together. Or it's Sunday and Monday's coming up. I got to get my life together. Or it's December 31st and tomorrow is the beginning of a new year and I'm not where I really wanted to be in my life. And there's more things that I want to do, things that I want to see. And I'm ready to finally start preparing myself for these blessings that I'm asking for in advance. And, as much as I don't like the cliche, new year, new me, let's face it, we all feel it. And, there's nothing wrong with it. It's a burst of inspiration to, kickstart the life that you want to live. And my biggest thing, though, is that we just have to stay consistent, because it's one thing to set these New Year goals and then be doing it all throughout January and maybe even throughout February. And then March, you're done going to the gym. March, you're done eating healthy. You're not recording your videos anymore. You don't have the good, positive vibe, attitude, persona anymore. You start to get comfortable with going back to your old ways. Today, I just want to give you guys some inspiration, some motivation, some things to look forward to. And it's not even just for you, it's for myself too. Because one thing that I had struggled with was every time that I would have an idea or something that I wanted to do, I would go through it, through my head, through the whole process of doing it and what I thought was going to come from it. And then something in my head would tell me that it wouldn't work. And so I actually had a hard time starting things. And as I told you guys, 2021 was finally the year that I started YouTube. And I had been going through it over in my head over and over and over again for about 3 years. And it took me that long to actually start. So my thing is, since I've actually gone through that process and I've started something, it's time for me to be consistent. And that's something that we miss in all of our lives. It's time for us to be consistent in the things that we really want to show up in our life. If you want to meditate, if you want to pray, if you want to be one with the universe and one with your spiritual higher self, then you have to be consistent. It's not just about, meditating and praying when you're in a good mood or when something good happens to you or when you're around other people that do it. It's about being consistent, doing it even when you don't want to. You know what I'm saying? Doing it even when you don't want to. Going to the gym even when you don't want to. Reading that book even when you don't want to. Because at the end of the day, if that is the person that you want to be, is a person who reads more books or a person who does go to the gym and has a nice body and a nice figure that, people look at and people want to aspire to be like. If ultimately you want to be that person, then the little moments of feelings that you have where you don't want to do something that's going to push you to that point, you're going to get past it once you actually do it. So once you just say F your feelings and you do it just kind of like you do every day with everything else. And you guys heard me say this before, when you're going to work, nobody wants to go to work every day. Nobody, even at their best job, favorite place on earth. Nobody wants to go to work every day, right? But if you want to get paid, you're going to go to work. So if you want to pay your rent, guess what? You're going to go to work. If you want to get your friend a gift for their birthday, guess what? You're going to go to work because there's benefits that come from it. So your little feeling, it matters. Yes, it matters. Yes, you need to listen to it. Yes, let it be a guide to you. Maybe this is not for you. Maybe what you really want to be for you, maybe it's really not for you. But if that's something that you really want and it is for you, then you got to go for it. You got to go for it. Okay. So 2022, we're not playing no games. We being consistent. We're setting our goals. We're setting our expectations for ourselves, and we are over exceeding them. And we're going to be consistent in doing so and persistent in doing so. Okay. I'm about to tell you guys some of the things that I do to reset for the new year. So let's backtrack. Let's go all the way back to the beginning. All of these things, I'm pretty sure you guys already know. I'm pretty sure you've probably done it. And I'm pretty sure you've seen other people do it. So if that is the case, then, I mean, this is just another message to you to do it. Okay. So let's backtrack. So the very first thing is we have to find out who we want to be. I cannot stress that enough. For example, like my grandparents really wanted me to go to college, and I really felt in my heart of hearts that it wasn't for me, but I ended up going and wasting my time and their time and money and everything else doing something that I thought was going to be good for me because someone else thought it was going to be good for me. And I'm here to tell you that all you're doing is wasting your time. You're wasting your time. Stop floating through life doing things that other people want you to do. You need to find out what you want to do. Who are you? What do you like? Where do you see yourself? Where do you see yourself in the future? And don't necessarily stress on the how, like, oh, well, I need money to do this, or, oh, I need to move to do this. There's always going to be obstacles. There's always going to be situations and circumstances that are going to be, trying to pull you away from your goal. But that's why you need to be very focused on what your goal actually is. Like, you need to know without a shadow of a doubt what your goals are. Where are you going? What are you trying to reach? What are you trying to do? What purpose is that going to give you doing that? So first, you need to find out the things that you want to do. Start by making a list of things that, you like, how you see yourself, or who you want to be or who you want to be like. I mean, if you have a role model, what are the things that you actually like about this person that makes them a role model to you? What are things that you feel that you can work on to get you to these goals? So make a list of all the things that you like. Make a list of, the things that you want to do. Make a list of who you want to be. Make a list. Write out all of these things. That should give you a clear idea how to go about things. What is the process that you have to go through to get you to your goal? Pace yourself, be consistent, and focus on the process of the things that you want to do. Write it all out. So the first step I would definitely say is to write. Write what you want to do, who you want to be, where you want to go, what you want to see. Write your goals. Write the process to get to your goals. Okay? So how are you going to do it? And don't worry about the miscellaneous things like money or, other tools or things like that you feel like you may need. Because once you start focusing on what you want and you start focusing on the process, it's called manifestation. It's going to start showing up in ways in your life. And the more that you're passionate about it and the more that you're working towards it and are thinking about it and are being consistent doing the things that are going to get you to that point, the universe is going to sprinkle on you. It's going to give you what you need along the way. Like, for example, with just doing YouTube, and I'm going to do a whole video on this, but how I basically manifested $1,000 for my whole YouTube setup. And I know you guys are probably looking like, YouTube setup, where? Well, if you've seen my first few videos, you will know that I did not have a microphone because it was extremely windy. You could not hear anything that I was saying. But even then, once I made my mind up that I wanted to do YouTube, I got a camera from my brother, who just said I could have his camera. Not only that, but then my sister-in-law is letting me use her camera right now, which is a great camera, better than the camera that I had before. And, you know, other things were just like given to me, or money that I got for my YouTube setup, for my lighting, for, you know what I mean? Things that I wanted to really get my YouTube business off the ground. So you don't have to focus on how you're going to get things that are going to push you to get where you want to go. You just have to focus on the process of getting where you want to go, and be consistent with it. Okay. So definitely number one is going to be journaling. Okay. Journaling, write down everything, write it down, every single thing, write it down. The second thing, which is a part of journaling, is just having a vision for what you really want. So, of course, there are vision boards. There are different ways that you can make vision boards. I personally made my vision board online this year. I have it saved as my desktop wallpaper, and then I also printed it out and I have it hung up where I can see it every day, because that's the whole point of a vision board. It's not arts and crafts and you just make it and then it's just done. No, you want to see it. You want to see it every day. Wake up and see your vision board, so you have some motivation to stick to those processes that's going to get you to where you want to be, which is what's on that vision board. Right? Another way you can make a vision board. So you can make it online by getting a collage of pictures, putting them all together and printing it out. Or you can do it the old school way, where you get a huge board and a whole bunch of magazines and you cut out everything in the magazine that, reflects what your vision is. Words, pictures, models, anything that you're interested in becoming, and you would paste it onto your board. And I love that way because I've done that way my whole life, but I really enjoyed creating my vision board online, because with magazines, you're just given what you're given and you have to make the most of it. Maybe what you're really looking for is not in those magazines, but with the internet, I was able to search exactly what I'm looking for. And when you're trying to manifest new things for your life, you want to be as specific as possible, right? So I loved making a vision board online, because I was able to be so specific and to find exactly what I wanted, exactly what I needed. And so I'm really happy with that. So I would definitely make a vision board for the beginning of the year. And like I said, you need to have it around you and see it if you really want it to work. You can't just put it up and forget about it or never see it again, because, maybe some things will come true because you're actually working on them. But when you look every day and you see like, okay, yeah, this is what I got to do, because I'm really trying to get here in 6 months. I'm really trying to get here by 2023. You know what I'm saying? These are things that I have to do. So definitely do that. Definitely create a vision board. Okay, it's been a mouthful. How you guys doing? Y'all still chilling? Y'all still here with me? I hope so. Put some time aside for yourself. So whether that be meditating, doing nothing, or, just thinking about the things that you want to do or things that you want to be, you need to have that quiet time, that still time. So whenever time that may be, you have to make it for yourself. If it's early in the morning, is it late at night? Is it at 12 o'clock? Is it on your lunch break? Is it right after work? Or whatever timing that you're going to have. But you need to be able to be with yourself and to feel yourself, feel your own vibrations, feel where you are in life, feel it, and be still. You have to be still. And so there are things that can help with your vibrations, like crystals and, energy and tarot cards, and, just being outside and in nature, which is one thing that I love, obviously, because all my videos are outside, honey. But whatever it is that you have to do to connect with yourself and with the universe, you need to do that. And you're going to do that in your most still moments. So when you're not doing anything, when you're not moving, when you're not even thinking really, like just be still. Just be still and just let consciousness flow through you and just relax. You're going to feel very sure about yourself and where you're going when you do that. And it's a beautiful thing, honestly. Okay. We talked about journaling. We talked about having a vision board. We talked about meditation, being still so you can be connected with the universe. And so another thing that I want to mention is being organized, decluttering. Organize your house, because when you're in a clean space, you're going to be more motivated. You're going to be more inspired to do the things that you want to do and be the person that you want to be. And if things are not even like necessarily dirty, but just junky, messy, it's just a lot of things going around, it reflects how you feel inside and how your mind is working inside. You're probably having a cluttered mind. If you don't have a space to work, if you don't have a space to do all the things that you need to do, then it's going to be really hard to be consistent, because there is no place for the things that you're trying to do. Okay, so definitely use this time to declutter your office space, your house, your bedroom. You know, make a little space for yourself where it's your space, where you can put your vision board or any other notes and things that you want to keep with you. So being organized is a big thing, because it's gonna actually help you stay motivated to achieve your goals. And the last thing I want to tell you guys is to just do it. Just do it and be yourself, and be the best version of yourself every day that you can possibly be, because that's all you can be is yourself. You can't be anybody else, and nobody can be like you. So just be yourself, be the best version of yourself, reach new highs, experience new things. Like, just try to experience new things every day. Try to give every day. And just stay focused on your process. And I'm sure, 100% sure, you're going to have a great, prosperous year. This year, 2022, I speak upon your life immense bliss, peace, and love to be showered over you. This is the year you discover the most precious thing in the world, yourself. You are going to be a gift to others, because you've not only learned how to be the best version of yourself, but you've been consistent. Your weaknesses will turn into your strengths. Your energy will attract everything you desire. And if you ever find yourself falling in the abyss of the sunken place, just know that you are not alone, and you will rise again, be born again, create again, and live again. Thank you for supporting me, for listening to me, and for being here with me, because I really feel you guys. So I feel your energy and I love it. So thank you so much, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye, 2021.